everybody, we're here to make that birdhouse for you. We figure if you look at instructions you get kind of crazy. What we have here is we need a hammer, a Phillips screwdriver, you have a bag I gave you, which a bunch of nails, and it has 2 large nails and a dowel. We have a base, the front, and the roof, which you can tell because it has an angle, and 2 sides and the back. And the other thing you really should use in this is wood glue. If you just go out and grab some, it's great to have the wood glue because it bonds the wood together better than just nailing it. Doc Vader, where's my glue? Stop fooling around. Okay. Alright, now the first thing is I have a can of Campbell's soup here. You're probably figuring out why I have a can of Campbell's soup. But when you start out, if you don't do this a lot and you have young kids doing it, you can place the Campbell's soup here and the base will fit perfectly on top of it, or the side will fit perfectly on the base. Okay, if we ever watch Norm Abram, he always has some really funky looking tools, and for us, we have the normal basic stuff everyone should have. And one of the keys to putting a birdhouse together easily is the pre-nail, and so I'm going to show you how to do that. Now you remember, the wood is 3/8 or 3/4 inch thick, so you need to get the nails to fit right into the middle of the board as you're nailing, so it won't split it and damage the other part. So I usually go in about 3/8 inch at the bottom of each one, and you pre-nail. Next thing, as you can see, we have the nails preset, and we're going to get a line of glue, and we just place it on. Make sure you line it up in the front and the back, and slowly tap it in. Watch those fingers. And voila. Okay, and I got the other side and I pre-nailed it. And another tip is to just to get the nail to pop through just a tiny bit, so when you push it down it'll grab onto the other piece and it'll make it easier for you to take care of. Now we line up another line of glue. Now you got to kind of have to balance this. It helps to have large hands for me. And tap one side and tap the other. And always have a wet rag so you can get the glue that sometimes comes through, and just wipe it away. Now we'll start with the back, and what we need to do is go up 1.25 inches. And you put 2 marks on it so you can draw a line across, and what that's for is so you can make your piece level at the bottom, as you can see, so when you nail it in. Okay? And the next thing we're going to do also is pre-nail the back. We're going to use 6 nails all together, so just start about 1.5 inches up and pick a few spots. Alright, now we have our 6 nails in, and I have them protruding just a bit so we can get a grab onto the wood that we're placing it on. And we just want to run a bead of glue again. You can use any type of glue as long as it's wood glue. Now we're going to get this line here and line it up right along here. So you kind of got to get down to see it. Alright, and the most important one is the 2 bottom ones. Okay, now we have this, and you check for glue coming through, and you can wipe it down with a damp cloth, and we don't mind too much about the inside. And your birdhouse at this point should look like that. Starting with the roof, as you can see, I got a slight 15-degree angle cut here, so that will be the back, which goes against the back of the birdhouse, and since these are cut at a 15-degree angle, it gives you that smooth connection there, as you can see. So first thing we do is we go in about 3/8 inch on 4 areas. And we don't want to go too far to the front because you got to remember there's a roof here, so it's best to take it off and kind of mark an area where you think it should go. That's what it looks like at this point. Great, now we're at the final piece, the front door, which is going to go right here. And as you can see, there's a little space in the above. That's to give them some air in there, otherwise they would get quite hot in there. So that gives it the ventilation for the birds in there. Punch it, back off, and then the two big nails I gave it, you can kind of give it, push it in a little, get it started, like that, place it back on, and then we just screw. Now, with modern technology, we have electric screwdrivers, and what we do is we can finish up and just slowly bring it in. I have an indentation made into the wood automatically, so it gets flushed and it disappears into it. And our front's nice and tight on. And the last thing is the dowel. This is the part where the birds stand there and check out your birdhouse before they go in. And you just need a drop. I put it in and you give it a little spin. If it comes out on the side, just wipe it away. And within about 10 minutes, that'll probably be stuck in there. Also included is 2 nails. So you can nail it to a tree. If these aren't big enough because you got large bark, then you can get any nails. But I drilled holes through it so it won't split. And if you made it this far, you have completed a birdhouse.